Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. So before we get to Meghan's pap walk that she did last week, and for some reason it was published yesterday, I want to apologize to my sister because when we were talking about Harry making that statement to People magazine about his 40th birthday and how the kids are his best thing, she kept telling me it's not via his spokesperson. I kept reading it was via email.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it. Luckily, all the wonderful people on Twitter were tagging us yesterday and showing us, look. At first, it said that someone emailed him, and now it got changed to spokesperson. They scrubbed him of it, but luckily, people take screenshots.
That's what I read first.
I know. So there it is. It first says in an exclusive email to people, and then somebody, probably Meghan, went nuts and said, oh my God, it now looks like we're just emailing them. We don't even have spokespeople anymore, which makes sense because their PR person just quit.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to people via his spokesperson. Wow.
That was the confusing part, dude.
I know.
Because I even grabbed her phone and I said, wait.
Yes.
I know I read this somewhere.
But this just goes to show you how pathetic these two have gotten. You can go back on all the episodes that we have done on reading People magazines. That's one of our favorite things to do on this channel is read the People magazines.
So you don't have to.
Yes, but it's an American magazine for anybody tuning in for the first time. It is the go-to for people like Kim Kardashian, everybody, all the celebrities.
It's a tabloid.
It's a tabloid. It used to be something. I don't know. I used to be like a step above, but no, not anymore.
Well, you're a cockeyed optimist.
I guess I am. But now it is a place for WME's clients to go to and just filter stories. And for some reason, and we've said this for a couple of weeks now, they have been like just oozing Meghan and Harry stories.
Us magazine, people
more than anything.
No, well, obviously.
Yeah, people more than anything.
Yeah.
Read a People magazine article. You are directly reading what Meghan wants you to read.
I want to go buy the magazine and read the print because that's going to say email.
You think so?
Well, they changed it on the internet.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So if you go buy it, you're probably going to read through and it's going to say email.
Oh, yeah.
On
Next
it.
time you're at the market.
What are they going to grab them all?
Yeah, next time you're at the market, go buy
the bodega.
Yeah. Last night, People put out another article. We saw Meghan right there in the front of the article. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, here we go. So I click on it, automatically see that the photos were taken by Backgrid. I thought they were new photos, but believe it or not, she was leaving Godmother's probably to oversee the grand opening, maybe give her tips and suggestions.
No, that's not
I'm joking, you moron. I'm joking. Give her tips and suggestions on how she feels the vibe should be and what a magical place it is. So Backgrid catches her coming out. Now I got to give whoever took this credit or whoever at WME or her said, make sure you don't get me in a parking lot. Even though she was coming out of the bookstore, thank goodness they didn't get her coming out of the parking lot.
She definitely learned her lesson. This is she called them, Nancy.
Yes. So anyways, we've said this before. Other YouTubers have said this. Backgrid is a dial-a-pap. Whenever a celebrity, a talent agency.
You go to Nobu.
Yeah.
They live at Nobu.
Yeah. Kardashian started this trend with Splash News. Then Splash, I think, got bought by Backgrid.
Yes.
And now it's Backgrid mostly that you see. But this is a dial-a-pap. Obviously, listen, there are no paparazzi walking around in Summerlin, California, looking for a woman with a big straw hat and sunglasses. That just doesn't happen, guys. At first, you're like, why did Meghan call the paps? This happened September 2nd. We've already seen the godmother.
10 days ago.
Yeah, like we've already seen the godmother pictures. Who knows what's going on?
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
What's she merching today? So let's read the article real fast, and then we'll get to the pictures. Meghan Markle carries a matchbook keychain with a 4-word mantra. I could think of 4 words that I'd like to fling at her right now. See the exclusive photos. The Duchess of Sussex made an impromptu visit to a new bookstore, Godmother's, near Montecito. Okay, so as you can see, this was yesterday, September 11th. Meghan Markle added a dash of charm to her recent bookstore outing. I mean, right off the bat, you know what she's merching. The Duchess of Sussex was spotted leaving Godmother's, a new bookstore in Summerlin, California, near her Montecito home on September 2nd. Dressed casually in a large straw sun hat, blue sweater, her gold Cartier Juste un Clou necklace, and Ray-Ban aviators, Meghan seemed to be enjoying a sneak peek at the new shop co-owned by literary agent. We already know all this crap.
There's the plug.
As she left the bookstore, Meghan, 43, was seen sporting a leather matchbook keychain by Anya Hinmark. The $310 key ring, designed with a whimsical touch, mimics a matchbook and is embossed with a charming reminder to take what you need, offering uplifting words like hugs, love, patience, and a smile. Oh my God.
They left out joy.
They did. There is the keychain.
Wow.
$310.
Yeah, I got some theories, man.
And then the rest of the article just went on to talk about the opening and mimic the Town and Country article that we've already read. She was merching a $310 keychain. That's what she was doing.
Along probably with the glasses and the hat.
No, but the keychain was obviously the main thing. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the pictures that People magazine put in the spread. I mean, it's basically an ad. It's an ad for this woman's jewelry line.
Meghan's finally a model. Her dream of deal or no deal came true.
Like I said, paparazzi do not walk around Summerlin looking for people in oversized hats and sunglasses like that.
There's no paparazzi allowed in Montecito, okay?
Yes. Gotta give her credit. She's merching the matchbook key ring, and she knows what she's doing.
She's following the blueprint.
Something that a lot of people were noticing yesterday was the eyes. Wow. I mean, do you think that was the best they could find? Do you think she was just staring at the camera the whole time?
Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. She was finding the guy or girl, whoever it was, and she knew what she had to do, and it was very choreographed. I could go through it right now with you. I mean, okay, let's look. First of all, let's look at the weather in Montecito. It is 68 on average, and the wind is 7 miles per hour.
That's not a lot of wind.
That isn't. That is like a baby kitten licking your hand. You don't feel it. It's nothing. Look at Meghan holding her hat with her right hand. She has everything in her right hand.
Yeah.
Okay? The wind is at 7 miles per hour. That is exactly what's happening in Portland, LA, Seattle. On the West Coast. Nancy and I are not going at gale force winds to the bodega with our hat on and going, oh no, it's too much wind. She is doing this on purpose. This has been choreographed, pre-planned.
Yes.
She's staring at the camera and she's knowing when to put her right arm up.
Yeah.
I am no Kirk Sidley, but what that looks like is that they took it on September 2nd, took it into editing Photoshop and posted that there, because there is no way the photographer from that far away got a shot that you can literally read, take what you need.
Yeah, that would be impossible to see the writing, allegedly. I mean, that would be a feat, because everything else is out of focus except for that one part.
Except for that one part. And again, guys, she's holding her hat in place when it's 7 miles per hour wind.
So here's the other picture that People magazine posted, and this time her hand is down with the stuff she is merching.
The gale force winds have stopped.
Let's zoom in on that.
Now this picture seems fishy to me. And again, I'm no Kirk Sidley, but if I were to take a guess, this has been manipulated in some way, shape, or form. We can see this writing, take what you need, very clearly.
We can even see the stuff behind it. very
Absolutely.
clearly.
It looks like a matchbook, right?
Yeah.
This dude's far away.
Yeah. You would think.
Now, I can't wait for Kirk Sidley to be back on this one. Nancy, look at her wrist.
Yeah.
Now, does the wrist line up with her hand?
No. Not that I can see.
Does it look manipulated on the corner?
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is Meghan 101. She's merching something, and the whole walk was a pap walk so she could merch something.
But they're getting lazy, dude.
They are getting very lazy.
And
but
it's so obvious to the people that even the Sussex squad cannot get around that is not her wrist.
But I don't think they mind anymore that she needs to make a living in merch. I think they realize the writing's on the wall and that this is her job now. I mean, she basically is a step below the Kardashians.
Right.
You make really good points about the Photoshop. I probably would have never noticed that the writing was that clear.
Check the wrist
Yeah.
right there.
What I notice the most is that she's carrying keys. Meghan doesn't drive. Meghan has her bodyguards drive her everywhere she goes.
Yep.
I mean, unless she's like pushing that coffee or whatever fungus tea that she drinks, and she's got
Beet
like
tea.
Yeah, and she's drinking a cup over the,
in her Range
or
Rover.
she's going to In-N-Out for the kids. I mean, that's the only time. But like usually she has a driver. And then another thing I notice is Meghan always has a bag that she's merching, but this time she has no bag. She is just walking it. So yeah, this was merching these keychains. We Googled the woman who makes the keychains, and yes, she does in fact sell these keychains at a crazy amount. The Carmex one is $360.
Wow.
The matchbook one is in fact $310. She makes all sorts of keychains. Now, we are not saying this against anybody that has the money that wants to spend it on buying expensive keychains. There's nothing wrong with that. Prada makes like keychains that are over like $1,000. These are just some other keychains. She has a soy sauce keychain packet, a ketchup packet, and then just some other stuff. I mean, just really, you got to be rich to care about these keychains, or for them to even be on your radar.
Now, what really gets my goat is that she does have a huge platform because she's married to Prince Harry. She'd be nothing without him. She'd be nothing without the royal family.
I think this is it for them. I think she's going to have to say yes to everything, every offer that comes to her. And I think this woman wanted to put out an ad in People magazine. She calls WME, hey, I need a celebrity to walk with my keychains. WME says, who are we going to do? Meghan is willing to do it. Meghan gets a cut of everything. It's just like with a sponsorship. You know, we're going to be totally transparent here. Whenever you guys see a sponsorship on, you know, any YouTuber's page, yes, of course they get a cut. You know, we of course give all our stuff to animal rescues, but you know, Meghan, she has a $14 million mansion in Montecito, the most expensive zip code in America.
Allegedly.
It's expensive.
Right.
Or Culver City.
Culver
but even
City.
Culver City, if you live in the state of California, I don't care who you are, it is expensive to live there.
Yeah.
Property taxes alone.
It's not easy.
So, you know, this does make sense, but she has been reduced to merching in the most
demeaning way.
I'm not going to say demeaning. I'm going to say in the most Kardashian way.
Well, that's the same thing.
Yes, the most Kardashian way, you know.
It's the same word. What happened was on September 2nd, she called them. They took the pictures. This was all...
Or WME did.
Absolutely.
See, I'm telling you.
But she knew, Nancy.
Exactly. She knew what she was merching.
I'm just saying.
She doesn't have that keychain for
reals.
reals.
It took about 10 days to Photoshop that keychain into the shot. And even though it took 10 days, her wrist still looked like a piece of rope.
Yes, because it was an ad. It wasn't a pap walk. It wasn't anything for her. It was a big fat ad. For those keychains.
They should just say #ad, because even the Kardashians on their Instagram, they have the decency to #ad.
They say partnership.
partnership.
Because those are the rules on Instagram. There are no rules when you do a pap walk and you're merching something.
Well, that's why
There
she's
is
not
no
on Instagram,
well,
dude.
but I'm saying once she goes on Instagram, she's going to have to put those
She's
partnerships
gonna have to
up,
say that,
whether she likes it or not.
that'll be delightful for us.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think she's just going to listen. I think I'm sticking with my theory from yesterday. She's going to go back to the TIG and she's just going to start merching and blogging and just, I just don't see this lifestyle brand taking off.
So what do you guys think in the comments below? Kirk Sidley will definitely weigh in.
He's in Rome right now.
He is in Rome right now. After his European vacation, he will be back, and I guarantee he'll have a lot to say about that picture.
Yes.
But it's Backgrid.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Today's animal rescue is Happy Go Lucky Mastiff Rescue. They do not just pull mastiffs out of high kill shelters. They pull all sorts of animals, and they recently rescued the cutest little guy. So I want us to give them some extra love. They're based out in the East Coast. Please go take a look at their link. We are putting it in the description below. They are just wonderful. I love Happy Go Lucky.
I love
Mastiff.
that
They're
too.
lifesavers.
Well, we will see you tomorrow. Everybody have a happy. All right. We love you. Bye.
Bye.